Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 50th and final episode of Mahoutsukai Precure. Boy, does it kind of sting to say that. Like, it's just been a magical and miracle 50 episodes of this show, and it's kind of hard to imagine it just, like, ending. I mean, there is still, like, one more thing I'm going to watch with the miraculous transformation cure Mofurun. You know, that's a thing I'm going to watch as well. But as far as the series proper goes, this is the end. That's just it hurts every time I say that. But yeah, last episode we kind of finished off our main bad guy, you know, and everyone kind of went their separate ways. Had a bit of a time skip with Mirai and university and stuff like that. But we, after having a lot of tear-filled magical incantation saying with Mirai, they all came back and we reunited, and it was great. We had this like mid-air spinning embrace between Mirai and Riko, which is like an amazing thing, and just it was everything I could have wanted in a reunion for sure. So I'm not quite sure what we're gonna get with this episode though. Like, are we just gonna be hanging out, chilling, like hanging out with Riko and Hotshot and stuff, or I don't know. I'm not sure what it's gonna be, but I know one way to find out: to watch the episode. So let's do that. Have a good time. You know, this final episode. Just have a good time. Okay, 3, 2, 1, play. Yep, we are together. Naturally, no disagreement there. Let's go. Come on, Riko. What are you? Don't be a slowpoke. Kitty cat family. It's been far too long, that's for sure. Oh? Oh, wow, really? Oh my god, that's so cool. Congrats. That's so hard to imagine, Riko Sensei. Oh, I would take that class. If it's like, yeah, it's so much like her sister. Please. That's all I ask. Oh my god, she winked at me. What exactly are we doing? I guess we're transforming. Sure, why not? I mean, I'll take a new transformation sequence in the final episode. Boing. Stuck the landing. Oh my god. This is so silly. But amazing. And Mofurun. Can't forget Mofurun. And then opening. Okay. Daikonan. Soigizuki toki meki zuki uki suki suki geki teki daikofun. We had like a Precure style transformation sequence, but we did not become Precures. Precure. We just became our magical students. That was wonderful. Dokin. Wonderland. Nanin sunnin. Big old Mofurun. You are daikonan. Are kora dora sora hara bara hora bora dada dai henshin. And yeah, I got a comment about that, how they in the opening they kiss their wands and, you know, touch their wands in the previous episode. I did not think about that in the moment, but that is definitely could be seen as a wonderful indirect kiss. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense she's improved. Okay. Yeah, that does suit her. I just prefer her to be closer to us. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, what just... what? No, how did that... Wait, what? You can't just do that. Give our stuff back. Where did you even come from? What just happened? Did I miss something? Okay, I guess we got our conflict for the episode. Okay, just popped on over here. Oh no, it's stealing like everything. Not the parfaits. Have you no decency? Is this saying Yami, as in darkness? We're all together. All the females of the family. I mean, she's not wrong. Students. It is so weird seeing her be on the other end of this. Yeah. Just Professor wearing the uniform. That's pretty cute. Oh, wait, is it? I didn't even pick up on that. It's a good question. Gotta love Kota. Or Tachan. Yeah, so it was saying Yami, that's what I thought. Yeah, what exactly is that? Please tell us. Okay. That is something. So he just does this. And lizard too. Really? Really? Wow. Wow. That is a terrible pun. Yes, I got it. I know enough Japanese and English to get it. It's just wow. That is such a stretch. But sure. This show sometimes. Mary Poppins over here. I can't unhear it now. It does sound like he's saying yummy now. I think you've had enough. I'm gonna cut you off, sir. Really? You haven't given up yet? Yeah, it does. Oh no. Oh no, the lizard's not gonna go back to its other form, is it? I did. I did not miss you. I never liked you. Why did you have to come back? Yummy. Could you eat the lizard? I know the lizard's not made of candy, but... Okay. Kira. We're glad to be here. I would love to sit down and have your house special. This is a wonderful place. Thank you. As... Yes? What? Okay then. Let's do that. Aye. So what do you got for us? Oh my god, that looks amazing. I want some. Oh god, that looks delicious. Just keep it away from that creature. We're eating Mahoutsukai today. It just almost looked too good to eat, doesn't it? Yeah, that never stood a chance. You put that food in front of us, it was never gonna survive. That was an interesting translation. Like, I literally don't think I've ever seen a translator like that before, but sure. Good times. It's a wonderful dream. You have my full support. That's a pretty cute name. It's actually a really cute name. So, yeah, there's a character that we meet in the final episode. Yeah, that was certainly a bit random, but everyone had a great time, and that's what matters. I'm glad Rico finally found something to pursue. For sure. But we still gotta, yeah, hunt down the yummy thing. I can't believe we're already halfway through the episode. Got our invisibility cloaks. Are we gonna help? Oh, is somebody else helping? Is that gonna be her friend? Yeah, this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. And then that happens. Way to ruin the moment, buddy. That was such a nice moment, and you just stomped all over it. Yeah, we gotta protect, for sure. Yes, we're still around. It's still a Precure show. Oh, is that, yeah, Chikurin, thank you. I didn't remember his name. Okay, wow, we got that close. I thought he was gone. Yeah, thank you, we needed that. Yeah, you're just kind of being a jerk, so we gotta stop you. Yeah, there's some lines you don't cross. And our one last Precure transformation. Yeah, rup. Even after all this time, they can still Precure it up just fine. Cure miracle. Cure magical. Title drop. Yeah, I was about to say, long time since we've done this. It's got to be pretty fun. Yeah, we're just gonna let you leave. How did that work out for you? So yeah, who exactly did that? That is that the girl from the place? Oh my god, I really was not expecting that. Okay. Okay. I mean, well, glad you take the help. Full Linko. It only intensifies. Yeah, the classic. No need to break out the extreme rainbows and chariots and all that for this. He's not that powerful. And there we go. Who needs a dentist when you have Precures? That's never who that was. Chikuru no is so nice. He honestly looks a lot like the skeleton enemies from from Mario 1000-Year Door, Paper Mario 1000-Year Door. So what it makes you think of? His general like facial skull design. I hope we never meet again. That's also a weird translation, but Gimas. So are we gonna talk about that sudden help we got from that other girl? Can we talk about that? That is how it goes. Yeah, I'm glad we were able to do that. I I hope so. Yeah, I remember the Halloween episode, the outfits. That was great. Are we looking at a... Oh, those two? Yeah. Man, they look really tiny. What are they, like 4 years old? But what matters is that it's the start of a new friendship. And it reminds us of our start. I'm sure they'll be Precures one day themselves. Get the daikon run. Yeah. It doesn't have the Romaji lyrics, it makes it harder to sing with. Do your best, Hachan. Really? And, wow. I hope so. That's that'd be something. That's great. There's more. Yeah, we should. Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess we're doing this now. Don't question it. Just magic. That's the explanation. Magic. Hachan magic specifically. The only way to fly. PQR. Hey, there's some magic for you too. Yeah, that's something to see. Bet you never saw that before. And those two still together, so that's good to see too. I'm glad that that's still a thing. Yeah, I love this like literal spread of friendship that we're doing here with the magic of strawberry melon pun. Oh yeah, okay, that's cool. They're even they're doing their thing too. I'm really glad we get to see their career progress as well. Yep, everyone's doing their thing. Everyone pursuing their dreams. Everyone doing their best. Is that friendship is forever? No doubt. Wrap up. Well, M-A-H-O, Maho girls. M-A-H-O, Maho girls. M-A-H-O, Maho girls. Yay! La 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 la. One thing is for sure is that we'll have a bright future thanks to these girls. You are ba. Please show me the water one for the final episode. That's all I ask. Nah. No. M-A-H-O, M-A-H-O. Precure. And then, yeah, I was about to say there shouldn't be any preview because this is the end. So we just end off with a frame of them all just waving goodbye, so that's pretty fitting. Well, that was the 50th and final episode of Mahoutsukai Precure. And this was a pretty great episode. I mean, obviously we couldn't get anything too, you know, serious because we couldn't really start up anything new, right? So, you know, conflict-wise, we just had this, like, cavity monster thingy. I don't know how to describe it, but that was our like villain of the episode. You know, running around eating people's candy. So like nothing too bad, but obviously we needed to put a stop to it. So as far as the girls go, we you know, right off the bat, I think they decided that the audience wants the girls to be how they always were. So we had Ha-chan use her amazing magic to make us all go back to like student age, you know, get in some of that nostalgia. Right, so that's great. And we actually got, I mean, we learned about everyone's, like, future, you know, what they did. And in Mirai's, or Riko's case, she, like, became a teacher, you know, magic professor. That's really crazy to think about, you know? Back in the day, her getting, like, scolded by the one teacher and stuff like that. And now she's, like, on the other end, on the other end of that, which is pretty crazy to think about. Because, you know, we knew that she wanted to become, like, a powerful, you know, mage. That was like her goal, but you know, nothing too concrete beyond that. And it seems like she's got, you know, figured out what she wanted to do. You know, there was like a specific scene dedicated to her talking about that, so that's really nice. You know, Ha-chan doing her thing, you know, her very special thing that only Ha-chan can really do, right? You know, and Mirai, like, she goes to university, right? That's her thing, I think. I don't did we get anything beyond that? I'm not sure, but that's that at least. So yeah, the actual like conflict of the episode, you know, that cavity creature, it kind of came out of nowhere, really. Like suddenly we were just seeing like dark vortexes popping up, you know, sucking up candy and stuff. But you know, we eventually got to the bottom of things. We actually got to visit the Magic Academy, which was great. Apparently, like, our mermaid girls became students there, which is good. I didn't notice that until they pointed it out to me, you know, as per usual. But that's a great thing, because you know, we talked about that back in the day when we first met them wanting to go out into the world, you know, explore, see the wider world, you know, get to go to the Magic Academy, and they did. So that's great. For sure. And everyone's a little bit confused about why Riko Sensei is suddenly, you know, like their age, their size. So that was also pretty funny. For sure. But yeah, not too much to say about the episode aside from like the what was her name? What was her name? It was not Satsuki. It was something like that. You know, the girl that made the sweets, right? You know, she made the Mofurun special sweet Mofurun cake. Like her, you know, like, for one thing, this is the first time she showed up, right? I'm pretty sure. Although, no, the second time we saw her when she was, you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same girl. The girl that showed up to help us later on, but, like, she was, like, a Precure. I have to assume that was a reference to a previous Precure show. Like, maybe that girl was the protagonist of a different Precure show. That's the only guess I could possibly fathom. Otherwise, it was just a little bit too random to have her suddenly, like, show up all magical and helping us. I'm trying to find the scene where she pops up, like the second time on my end. It's pretty sure it was before their full Linkle. Yeah, we see like a thingy pop up from the background. Then we turn around and we see her. Like, obviously she looks like a Precure. She definitely looks like a Precure, but she can't be a Precure. I mean, like, our universe Precure? Like, I don't know. Like, they wouldn't just have another Precure just randomly pop up. I mean, because the Precure is, like, connected to the Linkle Stones, which only we have. So it just wouldn't make any sense in universe. So it's just got to be, like, a quick cameo from a Precure of a different Precure anime. I have to assume that's the case. And especially since we didn't even, like, talk about it at all. Like, she shows up and helps us, and we, like, didn't even address that at all. Like, we didn't talk to her. We didn't say, hey, who was that girl that popped up? Like, the way it was handled, it literally has to be a cameo. Like, otherwise, that would... There's no other explanation. So if that's the case, I'm curious what other show she's from. But, you know, maybe Doki Doki Precure, which is the one I'm going to be watching next, of course, right after I finish the Mofurun movie. That'll be what's next Precure-wise. So, you know, I just can't believe we didn't talk about that at all. It's not a big deal, really. It was just surprising. And then we just ended off the show just kind of like having them going around spreading that friendship, the strawberry melon pond, given even like Katsuki what was the other girl's name? Mayumi. Yeah, Katsuki and Mayumi, who are apparently still very close. So that's good to see as well. So getting a little bit of little magic fun for them, you know, because Katsuki likes seeing magic, so it was a nice little thing for her to see, for sure. And that's, I mean, pretty much everything I had to say, aside from the nice little, like, two little girls that were obviously having some blossoming friendship, which were quite clearly reminded of Mirai and Riko of their initial blossomed friendship and all that, so... You know, the concept of friendship continues in future generations. That's just how it works. So, I'm sure they'll grow close over time, just like Riko and Mirai has, but it won't be something that we see as the audience, but something we can imagine for sure in the future. So, that was the episode. That was the final episode. We got to do one final Precure. I like how they were like, yay, the nostalgia. It's been so long since we did this. It feels so good. So now, I mean, all I really can do now is just kind of talk about the series as a whole, right? Which is kind of hard to do for a 50-episode show, but that's usually what I do. So I'll try. So... This show was the first Precure anime that I actually completed, because I began, you know, Futariwa Precure like right before I began this, but so I'm going through that much more slowly than I'm going through this one, so I'm only like halfway through with that, so, you know, for the most part, this really is like my first real dive into Precure, you could say. And I was pretty happy with it, you know. Obviously, this kind of show, it kind of lives or dies by the protagonists, whether you like them or not. And I thought both the protagonists, Mirai and Riko, were both great. They obviously had a great dynamic together, you know. They grew very close over the course of the series, and getting to see that bond develop was great. And, I mean, design-wise, they both have pretty great character designs. I mean, pretty much everything, like, animation-wise is really great. We had multiple transformations because we have the Linkle Stones, like Ruby, Sapphire, Diamond, stuff like that. So we even got a cool variety of transformation sequences, which is great because that way you don't get tired of it. So I really did appreciate that. And they all looked great. Because am watching Futariwa Precure, like, kind of side by side with this, I got to see what the beginning Precure transformation sequences were like. They were obviously much more minimalistic, obviously, you know, the age showing, so, you know, that did allow me to really get a good appreciation for how good it looked here, because it was great here. Honestly, some of the best I've seen. Transformation, Mahou Shoujo transformation sequence-wise, this has been some of the best I've seen. Like, the only thing that comes to mind that would be better was, like, Symphogear, the newest season of that. But aside from that, definitely top tier for sure. And I mean, it's always a very formulaic show with you know, villain of the week kind of thing. You know, we would live our regular lives, then a bad guy would pop up roughly halfway through the episode. We would transform and beat him up. That was pretty much the, you know, the formula. But we always learned less valuable lessons. We made friends. We saved the world. I mean, that's pretty much a show, you know? You make friends, you beat the bad guy, you save the world, you learn valuable life lessons. I mean, if I was going to put the show in a nutshell, that'd be kind of what it is, right? And obviously it's nothing too complex or too deep, and that's not what the show tries to be. It's obviously a show mostly meant for like a young target demographic, and, you know, it shows in a lot of ways, but it's still a very high quality show that anyone can enjoy, really. And, you know, I'm proof of that because I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm sure there's people that couldn't stand watching 50 episodes of this kind of show, but that you can say that about anything. And this show, I think, could have a pretty wide appeal for a lot of people. You just have to, you know, those themes just have to resonate with you in some capacity, and as long as they do, you can enjoy the show, I think. So, and obviously the Hachan element was something cool they added to it, because we had our two Precures, but then we had like suddenly a little fairy daughter between them that they got to raise, and we as the audience got to see her grow up, essentially, you know, getting bigger and bigger. And there's obviously a big mystery element to her as well. Obviously she was going to be important in some capacity. And that really came to fruition in a big way once we got into when she literally becomes a Precure herself, right? She was a fairy for so long, but then suddenly she's like roughly the same size as her two mamas, and then she becomes a Precure like them, but she has the emerald, so she's like super duper powerful, you know, but she gets to fight along with those two like as a trio essentially. And, you know, gets to really contribute after being brought up by them, and then that's a really cool thing. And we got the big old reveals about Rapapa and how she's connected to that, kind of inheriting her power and all that. That was some great lore that we suddenly got at that point, really coming to fruition, the overall mystery of Hachan and what she overall means for the show, and kind of the huge role that she ended up having by the end of it. So the Hachan element is something that I really appreciated in the show as well. And of course, just her little I can't do it. Just the sound she makes. She does it so well. It's so great. You know, you can really see why they got such a good voice actress for her character, because it was required, you know. So a lot of great stuff with Hachan for sure throughout the show. And countless wonderful moments between Riko and Mirai throughout the course of the show as well. Like, I can't possibly go through all of them here, but you watch the show, you know all the great moments we got between the two of them. And I loved that. I loved it. So, not too much more to say about the show. Just, this was my first real dive into Precure, and it definitely did a good job of making me want to watch more Precure, and I definitely will watch more Precure. At the very least, I'll be watching Doki Doki Precure as well, because I was requested by the same person that requested this. But even after that, I have little to no doubt that I'm going to be watching other Precure anime in the future. I don't know what I'll jump into after that. I mean, that's a thing way down the line, because I think Doki Doki probably has a comparable amount of episodes as this does. So, you know, and obviously I'm not going to be picking up another Precure anime until I finish up Doki Doki. So a lot of time before I have to worry about what Precure want to dive into next. But of course, you're free to, you know, suggest which one you think would be good to jump into next. Because I always could just start going chronologically, you know, with whatever comes after Futani. That may be a thing I do. Who knows? We'll see. Only time will tell. But for now, this is it for Mahoutsukai Precure, and once I do the Mofurun movie, it'll be it for Mahoutsukai Precure just completely, right? So it's definitely sad to say goodbye to this show, but there are other Precure anime out there, and I'm sure some of them will manage to fill that gap, you know, possibly. So yeah, for now, this is the end, so bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.